What's up, guys? Here with another review on MK11 Batman Who Laughs, which, if I recall, I think this is a variant of Noob Saibot, I believe. So let's look here at the details. Okay, so we got cool blood there. Let's see. Let me turn this light up just a little bit. How about this? Is that better? There we go. Okay, look at that. So we got some really cool blood in the teeth. That looks really realistic, too. It looks good. Looks like there's a wash in the teeth, too. That looks good. So, good detail. Looks like you got a little bit of purple there. You got some black throughout. This one's cool because it's got some silver highlights. Typically, they don't do that a lot, and you have to touch up a lot of the silver pieces by hand, which is what I like to do, because it does make it look that much better. Looks like we got a chain on the wrist, which could benefit from a black wash, just to show the differences between the chain links. Got a really cool hook weapon there. Same thing, you can do a black wash on the handle, and that should look pretty good. Yeah, same. Really good textures, really good details, cool looking boots. So I did not buy the Batman Who Laughs DC Multiverse, but honestly, I think this one looks a little better in my opinion. So looking forward to get it out of the package. But here it is from the front. Here it is from the side, just kind of the generic side. You have the generic back packaging with Scorpion on the back, which they've been doing lately for a lot of the new releases. Scorpion on the other side. Perfect. So let's open this up and see what we're looking at. Okay, here's Batman Who Laughs out of the package. And looking pretty good. We got some really good details. Right, I love, like I said earlier, the silver highlights look really nice. They don't do that a lot of McFarlane figures. We could definitely use a black wash on the chains and maybe on the weapon. But yeah, look at that. Looks really good. Still love that blood and the black wash on the teeth. Looks so good. Okay. I also have Noob Saibot on here. I never reviewed this one with you all, but this one's one of my favorite Marvel, not Marvel, Mortal Kombat characters. So, one, look at it. Look at the detail. Oh man, I love that. The armor with the brown painted over it, making it look really old and like just dirty, right? Cool looking weapon, cool looking textures on the cape, and yeah, it looks really good. And it looks like, right, this is supposed to be like, you know, I guess the noob skin, right? So they didn't reuse any of the parts, though. Everything's different. The boots, the cape, everything. So quite a bit different. But I thought I'd kind of show this one off, too. But yeah, this one is a pretty cool looking figure. So what we'll do now is we will get into articulation. Okay, here I am with the Batman Who Laughs, the articulation. Let's look real quick. So one, the head articulation is pretty sweet. Look how high I can get that to look up. So that is awesome. You can bend forward a little bit, which is nice, pretty far. You got a really cool side to side and really good. So as far as head articulation, this is the best, I think, McFarlane head articulation that I've seen. So that is going to be cool for photography purposes. I like that. Now the shoulder articulation goes up very, very high. You do have bicep swivel. You do have double jointed elbows. You do have wrist articulation per usual. The only thing that's kind of strange here is, look at this gap, if you can see it. So there's a big gap here. And you can kind of do this weird rotation with his arm. And I think it's because normally these figures come with that little extra piece, which I can show you real quick with Liu Kang here. See how they have that extra piece there? Right? And it looks like it should be there, but it's not. So I assume all of them are like that. If yours does have the other piece, let me know. But I assume they're all like that. But it's not like make or break because the cloak kind of covers it. But yeah, there's definitely a gap there for sure. And you got this kind of like interesting shrug thing going on. Now, you can kind of bend a little bit, but it doesn't stay too much. You can bend back a little. So there is an ab crunch built in, but there's just a ton of material there. So legs can go out that high. You can go out in the splits about that far. You have double jointed knees. However, this cape kind of gets in the way, so you really can't do a whole lot with the double, but definitely the single. Then you got ankle articulation, ankle pivot, and toe articulation as well. So overall, the articulation on this one is, yeah, it's pretty good. I really like it, especially the head articulation. I'm excited to put that into motion here pretty soon. Okay, here's a size comparison of some of the MK11 figures. So we have the Batman Who Laughs in the middle. We have Baraka next to him on the right. We have Scorpion on the right to him. We have Liu Kang on the left and Shao Kahn. So pretty good diversity of size here. So when you look up close, Batman Who Laughs probably stands about the shortest besides Scorpion. I think Scorpion, he was one of the first releases. He stands a little bit shorter than I think he should be, because he's definitely the shortest one up here. Now, Baraka stands, I think, second tallest. Right? You have Liu Kang, who stands a little bit taller than the Batman Who Laughs, but not by much. And Shao Kahn, that stands quite a bit taller than all of them, which he should, right? Okay, so here is Kotal Khan, Noob, Cybot, and Sub-Zero added to the mix here. So size comparison. So I think Kotal Khan is a little short, by the way. He stands about the same height as Liu Kang and just slightly taller than the Batman Who Laughs. So I think that's kind of interesting. Noob Cybot stands slightly taller than Scorpion, but not by much. And then you have Sub-Zero that stands a little bit shorter than Liu Kang, but same, not by too much there. Okay, and here's Katana, Cabal, Johnny Cage, and Raiden added to the mix here. So we have Johnny Cage, who stands, I think, obnoxiously tall compared to the other ones. He's taller than Kotal Khan, taller than the Batman Who Laughs, as tall as Baraka, it looks like. Taller than Liu Kang. Interesting. Cabal, you have stands about the same height as Baraka. And you have Katana, who stands, let's see, about as tall as the Batman Who Laughs. So it looks like slightly taller than Scorpion, around Scorpion's height, which I don't feel like is very accurate. And then Raiden here. So Raiden stands taller than most, I think. I think he's right there about with Johnny Cage. Obviously shorter than Shao Kahn and those. So cool, so that's a size comparison between most of the Mortal Kombat line. Okay, so final thoughts on the Batman Who Laughs. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a pretty fun-looking character. Like I said, I like the details. I like the silver highlighting on it. I love the face. I think the face looks really, really good. I think that's definitely a win for this. The articulation's pretty good. The only thing that I think is weird, like I said earlier, is the shoulder joints. It just feels like they're missing something, right? They're missing that little piece that goes on a lot of their figures. But I don't think it's actually missing, but there's just so much wiggle room there. But that's not make or break, though. But I think overall, I think Batman Who Laughs, I like this one better than the original that came out. So, yeah, so I think it's a pretty good figure. I picked this one up, from McFarlane Toys. They had a Christmas sale, $10 for MK11 figures, so I decided to take advantage of it because, for $10, it's great. Otherwise, this is one you could probably pass on if you really wanted to, but I think even for the $20 that it normally is, I think it's a pretty good deal. So if you have the opportunity, I'd say, and you're looking for Batman Who Laughs, because I know the other one's pretty hard to find, I'd say pick it up. I think it's a really good figure, and it doesn't necessarily look MK11 specific. So, cool. So feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.